for the life of me, I just can't get this little thing right here to stay down. And I know I was commenting on my hair last week, and you're like, why didn't you just go and get a haircut then? My haircut guy was out of town, so I wasn't able to do it this week. All right, welcome back to Awful Taste but Great Execution. We'll start off a little lower than usual because we've got a trifecta of not safe for works that we're probably going to have to skip over. Rice Krispies chicken with M&M stuffing. That's not... Dude, what are you talking about, awful taste? That's a great taste. That is the very definition of the opposite of this subreddit. That is a great taste. And also a pretty great execution, if I do say so myself. You're just wrong. This does not belong here. But now it makes me just want to have some sweets anyway. So this is a very bad influence. What are those things that go on the end of like drumsticks? I've never actually known what those are. They're made out of paper here. I don't know what their purpose is, though. To like be able to tear off the thigh without it getting all over your hands? Maybe that's it. Did I answer my own question? Probably not. Kitty litter cupcakes from Nadia's Cupcakes. Oh, God. Oh, it just looks so gross, dude. Oh, but I'm sure it tastes great. This is another back-to-back example of it's probably not awful taste. It's great taste, great execution. Literally probably tastes great. I do like how they equipped it with a pooper scooper just to, keep with the whole theme. It's well done. Very well done. I'd eat one. Actually, I'd probably opt for those because I prefer vanilla cupcakes to chocolate cupcakes, any pastry for that matter. But if presented with it, I'd be like, yeah, no, that's probably good. I'll have it. Lobster bike. That's kind of incredible. And I bet you that is a promotional vehicle, maybe for the restaurant that's there, because this sign says fish. So I'm assuming that this is some kind of seafood restaurant. And so maybe the owner was like, hey, I can buy myself a bike, write it off, and make it look wild. I'll be able to ride it. It'll get people interested in why it exists, and it's all a write-off, and I get to park it in front of my restaurant. I bet you that's what it is, in which case, not bad taste. It's good marketing, good PR, good tax write-off. Good job with that. I appreciate it. Glow-in-the-dark marijuana leaf. I didn't even know that you could do that with tattoos. It's kind of a cool effect, but also just... Sorry, Mom. Did you do that just to like spite your mother? You had a really like rough childhood growing up. If that's the case, I don't mean to make fun of it. Like, I'm sorry that happened to you. But your mom, despite all the hardships and all that, was always trying to instill, don't you dare get a tattoo. Or maybe more specifically, she's just like, if you're gonna get a tattoo, just make sure you don't get a marijuana leaf tattooed. You can do anything, just not the marijuana leaf. And you were like, time to get a marijuana leaf. Glow in the dark. Sorry, Mom. I'll get that tattooed above it. Who commissions things like these? That's so weird. Also, $24.99. It says box, so maybe you get a lot of them, just in case you want to have a full set of clowns comforting small children in front of everyone at your dinner gathering. You can get this box for $24.99. I think someone would have to pay me $24,999 to host a dinner party where those are the plates. Well, it depends on the setting. I suppose if it's a bunch of friends, then it'd be an interesting joke. But if it was like an actual business meeting where you're trying to make a good impression, someone would have to pay me probably more than $24,000 to tank whatever business relationship that was going to be. Oh, God. That'll age well. Existence is pain. That's Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty. I at least know who the character is, even though I haven't watched the latest season. But I guess my IQ isn't perhaps high enough to appreciate all the finer intricacies. So I'm not sure if I'm ready. I've got to get to that point, and then I'll watch the third season. Yeah, no, I'm not. It's a very well done tattoo. Also, it looks like it was just done. Although it's like, I don't know, I'm not seeing a lot of red around it. Is it a real tattoo? It could be a temporary one as well. But assuming it's a real one, yeah, I think there could reach a point where maybe it's not as in anymore. I mean, 50 years from now, will Rick and Morty still be getting watched as much as it is today? I guess it could become like the next Mickey Mouse. You never know. It's possible. And Mr. Meeseeks will be immortalized at Rick and Morty Land, opening soon next to Disneyland at Anaheim. Yep. Okay. Anyway, this jeans couch. I don't know. Like, it shouldn't creep me out as much as it does, but it's like the souls of people just escaped a bunch of jeans, and the jeans flattened themselves into this couch, and it just makes me think that I'm like I'm sitting on people and it's kind of uncomfortable. Also, are the rivets still on the jeans? Because that's definitely not a comfortable thing to like lean into. It just shouldn't I don't know why it bothers me so much. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm like sitting on other people's butts. I don't like it at all. And I'm so sorry to the designer of it. I'm sure you were like very proud, but it's kind of weird. This SpongeBob and Patrick wallpaper. That's just, I don't think that's awful taste. That's just great, honestly. Damn, Patrick, really been hitting those weights. My man, getting the gains. We could do a if you don't like me at my whatever, you know, the meme that's blown up, which has always existed for a long time, but just suddenly became a thing on Twitter. If you don't like me at my regular Patrick, you don't deserve me at my super muscular Patrick as well. Oh, that's a gun. I didn't even notice that right there. I was like, what's wrong with SpongeBob's right side? Oh, he's just sticking it out. They're rocking the designer, the Gucci and the Louis Vuitton belts. Wow, dude, styling out. I didn't even know Patrick could grow facial hair. So good job on that. The glow up is pretty real. This is great, honestly. There's no awful taste with this at all. I'm sure you can find much worse fan arts out there. SpongeBob and Patrick. There's probably those two, probably some of the most fan-hearted characters to ever exist. And this is one of the better ones. I'm just going to say that. Crocheted Nightmare Baby. God, it looks like the Fantastic Four character a little bit, but sort of in baby form. It's weird because the sweater, which is the part that you would expect to actually be crocheted, is not. And it's the baby itself. Little crocheted fingers over there. That's also unsettling. It's like the jeans thing. It's just, it shouldn't necessarily creep me out as much as it does, but it creeps me out. There's like a soul trapped inside of there. Some Black Mirror, like they copied someone's memory and inserted it into the crocheted baby. Oh God, there's actually like an exact episode of Black Mirror that kind of encompasses that sort of thing. It's like the last episode of the last season, and that's all I can think of now. Oh God, no. This sweater, what do you mean awful taste but great execution? What are you talking about? Those are the mats that we all played on in preschool. Drove cars around on that. Who wouldn't want that? Man, that's a throwback right there. Some nostalgia. Do they still use those carpet mat things in schools? Because whenever I walked into a place and they had that on the floor, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a great place to be. They're going to have sick toys where I probably actually get sick from all the kids who have touched them after touching their butts or something like that, or putting their hands in their mouth, sticking the toys in their mouth. Anyway, though, no, that brings back good memories. That's great. I have no issues with this, and I don't know why 26,000 people apparently are like, no, that's awful taste. No, that's great. I disagree wholeheartedly. My friend painted this for my brother's birthday last week. What is this? I'm going to miss one of the references here, and someone's going to be like really mad at me, but yeah, because like I don't know what that icon is right there. It's like Dragon Ball Z meets Death Note meets Jesus meets SpongeBob meets Assassin's Creed. I probably missed something. People are like, how do you not see that reference right there? Or why did you think that's Assassin's Creed? It's obviously not Assassin's Creed. I've not played the Assassin's Creed games, so just bear with me on that one. I don't get how all these things go together, but it's a valiant effort. And also, I do appreciate the you like Krabby Patty Squidward face. It's good. This guy's Mohawk today in downtown Denver. Opening day 2018. That's, wow. Oh my God, that's some dedication right there. I'm actually now very curious to see how that'll look once do you wash that out? Like, is that possible to wash out, or is your hair at that point just destroyed and you kind of you remove it after that? He spent 2 years growing all of that out to be able to do this on opening day, and then it's gone. It's gotta go. The hair's destroyed. Shocking. What am I missing here? Oh, now I got it. Yeah, I got it. I got it. It's a saying that I don't want to just say because I don't want you repeating it to your parents. So if you don't get this, then that's fine. That's great. If you do, then I haven't revealed anything further to you. Because if you Google sticking fingers in ice cream bar, I don't think anything is gonna show up from that. The only thing I don't know is like, why is that one just disappearing into your skin? That's a little bit weird. But whatever. I mean, you're just being impaled by one of the fingers, but yep. That took me a moment, and now I don't understand why you've done this. Okay, well, anywho, yes, sir. One of the coolest and also worst things I've ever seen. I can't remember if I've seen this one before, or if we've seen it on a different subreddit, but that's kind of funny. Like, look, dude, if your ear hole is already that far apart there, then you may as well add a little hamster in there for a little bit of self-awareness. You're like, no, I know. My ear hole is pretty big right now. It's very big. So big I could actually fit like a baby hamster in there. I wonder if anyone's ever tried that before. I'm sure you could get a gauge that's actually got some kind of ball bearing in there so the inner part could spin, and then you could put something in there. This is probably animal abuse. Don't do it, actually. Definitely don't do it. But in a theoretical physics kind of world where we're just postulating here, you could make one, has a bearing, spins, and put a little thing in there, and it'll run on it. Don't do that, though. Don't. That is animal abuse, so please don't. I need people to think I'm a Bond villain. Wow, that's wild. I feel like there is actually a setting in which this could look very cool. The problem is it's not there right now. This is some kind of like French Revolution looking architecture decor, and this is not that. In some kind of hyper modern setting or something like that, dark walls, dark wood floors, a lot of leather accents, maybe a bit of gold hardware accenting every now and again. This could work. I think the problem we're seeing here is it's not in the right place. And if this were in the right place, then it wouldn't be on the subreddit, honestly. It's just you put it in the wrong house. It needs to be in an underground cave, a lair, something like that, where an actual Bond villain would be, not just like a linoleum floor and French kind of curtains and stuff. Imagine someone explaining this in an art gallery to people of the future. I thought from the thumbnail it was a photo, but no, in fact, it is a painting of someone snuggling their waifu. It's a little unsettling, I'm not gonna lie, but someone really must have invested a great deal of time into making this, so I guess respect where the respect is due. I'm just very curious if the title is self-portrait or not. Anyway, that's it for the last month of Awful Taste But Great Execution, some of which I disagree with and some of which definitely taste good. So hopefully you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch up on more Reddit videos. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you want to listen to the music playing in the background, link is in the outro over on Mare Music. I'll see you next time.